Okay, so I thought that I would do like a. So let's turn the music down. I thought that I would go ahead and do a morning card hat thing. Um, the sun is like really bright, and I've got good. I guess. I guess it's sort of good lighting, huh? Um, sort of good lighting. It's really bright. Anyway, I would just say good morning. It's Monday, the 25th. It is my nephew's and my aunt's birthday. Nephew and godson, Isaac, and my baby Addie. Good day, and it's Monday, so with the sun shining, it's gotta make the day work. Mondays usually aren't like I feel like the greatest days. Some people don't like it, but and I'm like, about it. I don't know. I think it is what it is. But I do think it's like it can be the longest day. I feel like once you get through Monday, at least for me, once you get through Monday, then it's like, oh wait, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the week goes on. So plan for the week. I didn't set my clothes out like I normally do on Sundays. I'm not really sure what happened exactly, but I didn't set them out. So my plan is tonight when I get home to set them out, get prepped, at least for the rest of the week. And then I'll be good. And so, I mean, the plan is to work, right? Work on schoolwork, work at work. It's all about work right now. I think once I'm trying to get ahead on like my writing assignments. So I have this professor, I had him last year, and it was fine. It's for my insurance courses, and basically we're reading a chapter like a week, right? There's 11 chapters, so some of the weeks we're doubling up, but what happens is there's like objectives and like questions at the beginning of the chapter. They say like describe this or summarize that, and so we have to go ahead and do that. Last semester, for both classes that I had him for, we did all questions except for certain ones that he told us about. But basically, it could be between 5 and 7 questions where we're summarizing, describing, whatever. And the page numbers and like just when you get done with it, once you're adding all your different examples and all of that, like it could be like upwards of like 15 plus pages, 20 plus. I think there was one week I ended up writing like 37 pages. Mind you, it's double spaced, Times New Roman, 12-point font. At least that's how I set up my paper. But it's still a lot, for a weekend, for a week, it's still a lot. And so this semester, I think from feedback, what we're doing is we're going to be, cool. Drive crazy. Sometimes it's COVID traffic. Like there's not many people on the road, but they decide they want to try and drive like, maniacs. And while there's not that many accidents happening, I mean, there's severe ones that are occurring. So anyway, this semester from feedback, we are actually just going to be doing 2 questions. He says you can choose 2 questions, any 2 questions, easy ones, short ones, long ones, whatever. was like, okay. So because I'm doing the capstone, which is like the final project, I think the other day I mentioned dissertation, but I think it's a thesis. I think thesis is like grad school level, and then dissertation or whatever. But anyway, it's the final project. So because I'm doing that, I'm like, you know what? Let me get a head start on what we got to do. I basically read the whole book except for chapters 10 and 11. Those I'll get to towards the end of the semester because there's no writing assignment on those because those 2 chapters will be discussing like the last week. So, well, that's fine. And so I've been, oops, sorry, there's an accident or something, I don't know. So I've gotten a head start, I would say. I handed in my chapter 1, which was due yesterday, my 2 questions. And so these chapters are now kind of coming, I would say, to be like maybe anywhere between 5 and 7 pages. Totally doable, quick and easy, bing bang boom, right? As they say, some people would say. Or maybe just me, I don't know. So I handed in my chapter 1. I also actually handed in my chapter 2. I read through. What I do is I write it all through once with my first draft, and then what I do is I throw it into. I have like Grammarly. It kind of tests. There's like a beta version on Google Docs, and I can test. If it's recognized a certain word being used multiple times, it'll suggest a synonym and that sort of thing. Some of them aren't always applicable because it's just the context, like you have to use the same word based on what you're discussing, so that's fine. So I throw it in the Grammarly, read through it again, read through some of the suggestions that it's suggesting, make the changes as necessary, and kind of get my numbers. Get my numbers to be basically, you start out at a certain score and you want to get to like 99 or 100, right? Means it's perfect or almost perfect. So then once I do that, I hand it in. So I've done that for chapter 1, 2. Done that for chapter 1, 2, and actually I've done my first draft of chapter 3. I just have to read through it, edit, make my adjustments, and then I can even hand that in. My plan that worked today is to work on chapter 4, because in my mind, the faster that I can do all this, the more time that I can go ahead and just focus on the capstone. That's my goal. I guess we'll just have to see. But if I use this week to really dive in to these chapters and really focus, doing it at lunch at work, doing it, as much as I want to do work in the morning when I wake up and stuff, it doesn't work out. So doing lunch, I said that already. I'm getting to my job, so I just did one to just do a little quick chit chat. So that's it. I don't know if I'll do anything tonight on my way home, but I just thought I would, kind of see how this morning one goes, and maybe I'll do the morning, throughout the week. But, yeah, so it's Monday. Just going to try and push through and get some work done, schoolwork and work. But yeah, I hope you all have a great day, and we'll talk again soon. good evening, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this, and whatever time that you consider 5:17. I didn't think I was actually going to do anything this afternoon, like as far as like just a chit chat, but it was exhausting, and it just I feel like I need to talk about it. It's one of those days where I'm leaving work and my eyes are tired. So for my job, I'm on like this little like task force that is like the outbound. It's a retention task force, and basically we reach out to our policyholders. Right before renewal, probably like a month before renewal. Talk to them about the policy. See if they have any questions. Thank them for their business and trust and all of that. And it's been delayed. The files, basically we get certain files that come through every month, just depending on when people renew, and it's been delayed this month. So I work on a couple of files that I get, but then, and that's mainly like an outbound call type of situation. Hello. You see my turn signal and you don't even let me through. Anyway, so I'm doing more inbound calls, just like basically being available. They come in, you answer, whatever. And I'll tell you, one thing to note on when you're making an outgoing call, sometimes it's hit and miss. Are they going to answer? Are they going to have questions? Are they going to have changes? Like, you really don't know. More times than not, they probably don't answer, or they don't have any questions, or they haven't looked at their policy, in as much depth as maybe we would like for them to. But that's fine, whatever, it's hit and miss, it's fine. So when you're doing inbound, I feel like there's a lot more talking. And of course, I'm talking and doing these, videos. But it's just one of those things where, like, of course, today's the day that, I've just been talking more. And talking can be tiring. I don't like to talk all that much. Like, if it's not for work, I'm like quiet, I think. I don't know. Again, it's hit and miss. But I kind of feel like my throat's just like a tad bit raspy, to be honest. And I don't know why. Anyway. But today went by fast, I think. By the time I knew it was lunchtime, by the time I knew it was 4 o'clock, I'm like, what? Where'd the time go? So let's go. We have, I think, like a winter weather advisory for tomorrow, actually. And I knew there was supposed to be some snow, I guess, but I thought it was going to be later. I thought it was going to come later in the day, but apparently the weather advisory starts around 1 and it goes until like 10 Wednesday. It's not that much snow. It's like 2 to 3 inches they're calling for. But I guess the point is that it's coming. So I don't know, we'll see. People are driving, they drive insane. Insane. I don't get it one bit. So, one thing, I guess, I find little trinkets, I find little things, whether it's Amazon, whether somebody's given them to me, whatever the case is. And I'll have to say that this mask holder, and really it's a necklace, is great. A coworker of mine gave it to me. And I'll tell you, every morning I change my masks every day. gotta like correspond to my outfit in some way or another. And every morning I change the mask, put it on the little hook, put it around my neck because I have a a badge I put around my neck as well when I'm going into work. So it's been like the most like convenient thing to put the mask on, the badge on, and then it's on. So if you don't have a mask holder thingy, a necklace that you can take apart, I would suggest you get one. I think it is convenient for sure. And I gotta change lanes because, you know, some of these, I don't know. Sometimes the bright lights just really bright, especially after a long day of looking at the computer